Acupuncture. I've had a familiarity and actually a love affair with Chinese medicine, TCM, and acupuncture since the early 1970s. When I was a young scientist at NIH, I heard that there was this acupuncturist named Jing Nuan Wu, and he could achieve with microfine needles results that at the clinical center of NIH we could not achieve. So I went to debunk him. And I spent 7 years in an apprenticeship that was enlightening, informative, and we included in that apprenticeship a study of how acupuncture works because my background in connective tissue, collagen, and elastin allowed me to hypothesize, to come up with the idea that acupuncture information is conducted and contained in collagen fibers that are piezoelectric. You press on them with a needle or a compression of any kind, and they respond. More interestingly to me, when you look at the embryology of a baby, the twists and turns that are known to occur in that process of maturing as an infant actually conform exactly to the different channels or meridians, as they're called, in acupuncture. Then my colleague Bruce Pomeranz showed that when you do true acupuncture, there are endorphin and cytokine changes in the brain within seconds. As fast as you can measure them, they're occurring. That would be consistent with collagen being piezoelectric, which means it can conduct a tiny electrical charge over large distances almost instantaneously. Collagen is the primary piezoelectric molecule in the body. It's one of the few. And I'm glad to say that being cross-trained has helped me respect and understand acupuncture, the meridians and channels, and how to blend acupuncture into a team healing approach. So I hope you are interested in how acupuncture works and why. And more importantly, there are now hundreds of studies confirming that acupuncture done properly has specific benefits for specific conditions. So I suggest you include in your health team a TCM acupuncture practitioner, someone who might take your pulses and then interpret where to put the needles. And I remain quite a devotee of how Jing Nuan Wu did his acupuncture. He barely spoke to the person. He came in and smiled. He quietly took their pulses on the left and on the right. Then he put the needles where he wanted them, walked out for 20 minutes or so, came back and took the needles out, and the results spoke for themselves. So this is not a typical, quote, placebo. This is a real art and science that I had the privilege of at one time studying and then actually teaching. I taught a 3-year cycle called Oriental Medical Practices in Western Medical Science at the State University of New York, Purchase campus. And I'm glad to say that essentially all of the students from that program went on to teach their own programs and demonstrate how acupuncture works.